Swiggity swag, what's in the bag? Jay here, bringing you guys some more Digimon Links here on the channel. And today, we're actually not going to be doing an event video. Yes, I know the Coliseum is out right now. It is going on, and I honestly don't even care about it, you guys. I really don't, like, it's finally here. I really don't care, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. So I've noticed that a lot of my friends and a lot of other people have dropped Digimon Links. They have uninstalled the game. They don't play the game anymore. They just don't care about Digimon Links anymore. And when they gave me their reasons, I totally understand where they're coming from, because believe it or not, I have those same issues with the game. And it's also kind of pushing me to not want to play this game and to invest in another gacha game, because, like, I don't know about you guys, but this game, it's extremely grind heavy, okay? Like, I'm gonna talk about the issues with this game, but it's really grind heavy, but at the same time, it's also very, like, pay to win heavy. And I felt like this game could have been one of those games where you didn't need to pay for anything and you still have a really good time with the game. But as I started playing the game more and more, I realized that no, they definitely want you to sink money into this game. And they're trying very, very hard to get people to sink money into this game. And I haven't dropped any money on this game. This is literally a strictly free to play. This is like my first free to play gacha game that I have ever done. And it is rough. Okay, so if you are free to play on any gacha game, shout out to you, because it's freaking difficult. Okay, it is difficult, and it's so difficult when it comes to Digimon Links. Like, literally in the very beginning, it was pretty okay because you had a good way of getting stones with all the missions and stuff. Like, if we go over here to the missions, you would have like the awakening missions, I think, and you could get like stones there or whatever. But once you get done with all of them, you just have the cumulative missions here, which, I mean, clear 5,000 stages while exploring, and you get 30 freaking digistones. Feed 30,000 pieces of meat and you'll get 30 digistones and stuff, and you got to do all this stuff, and you'll get digistones and stuff like that. But you have to do all this stuff, and it takes a while to do it. The completion rate, look at that, 1,000 out of 5,000, 16,000 out of 30,000. Like, that's crazy. And it just feels like this game is extremely grindy, like more grindy than any other gacha game I've ever played. Okay, I mean, I play Smash Tap, I play Dokkan, and though, like, I do grind in those games, don't get me wrong. Like, I literally will spend like maybe a week grinding out something in Smash Tap, grinding up a 99 luck unit because that unit is really good. Or I'll spend a week grinding out awakening medals in Dokkan so I can Dokkan awaken something. And it's very rewarding in the end. I managed to finally Dokkan awaken my Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and he hits like a freaking truck now, and I love it. I love it, and the grind was totally worth it. But when it comes to this game here, this game, to me, it just has so many issues with it, and it's just not even worth it. It's not even worth it. So let's go ahead and just talk about it. So problem number one that I have with the game, and that a lot of other people have with the game that I've seen so far, the game is extremely grind heavy. Now, I know that gacha games are supposed to be grind heavy, but this game takes it to a completely different level. I mean, like, this grinding in this game is, to me, a hassle. And there are so many different things that you have to grind in this individual game, and it just makes the game not fun. So let's just talk about like the Digivolution first of all. So Digivolving Digimon is super annoying. So if we go to the Digivolution fuel list, right, you have all these plugins, and these plugins are required to Digivolve Digimon. And getting the plugins, it's not really a pain. Every certain day, a different plugin quest is available, and you can grind out the plugins and get easy plugins. And the plugin missions are relatively easy, but The thing is that if you're constantly digivolving Digimon, you gotta constantly keep grinding these out, right? Which uses up your stamina unless you do co-op, right? So you gotta grind this up. Now, if you want to get a Mega, then you have to get the Mega Fragments as well, and you have to go and grind out those Mega Fragments. Now, the thing is that some of these Mega Fragments are event exclusive, so you can't just grind them up anytime. You have to grind them up during the event, and sometimes you can only grind them up in a certain way. So for example, you have the Vikemon fragment, right? You could get the Vikemon fragment from either fighting Vikemon and he would drop a fragment, or you would get data bytes and you would exchange for these fragments, and the exchange rate was like every 10 bytes you get one fragment until you get a max of 7. Then you had to turn around, and if you wanted to exchange, you had to exchange like 30 data bytes for a single fragment. And that, to me, that is ridiculous. Like, I mean, I like that's my preferred method of getting fragments, yes, but it still sucks. It still very much sucks that you have to exchange 30 data bytes for one fragment. Like, that is just ridiculous. Now, I will say that with the Vikemon event, a Funimon event, Seraphimon, all of them, the Digidestined Megas, with those events, at least when you did the event, you had a rare chance to get a fragment drop. And you know, I like that. So that was probably a really good thing for that event, because you know, getting the data bytes, I mean, it's easy to get the data bytes, but you have to constantly keep grinding. But you also had a chance to get just the entire the Mega Fragment from you know, fighting Vikemon or fighting Ophanimon, or again the Digidestined Megas. So there's that. But then you have events like, let's go to the Lord Nightmon event that is going on right now, you guys. So let's go to Explore. Let's talk about this event. This event works so differently than that event, right? This event, you have to get a certain amount of points, total points, in order to get your fragments and stuff. And every time like you reach another milestone, the gap gets worse. Well, okay, 250 to 300 to 354, like 400, then 500, 600, then 700, then 850, then 1000, you know, 1250, 1500, 1750, 2000. Like, the gap just gets bigger and bigger, and it's just like, I don't even know, man. And then when it comes to events like these here, like the Lord Nightmon event, they want you to summon on these banners, which actually goes into another issue I have with the game, is that it's very pay to win heavy. It's very pay to win heavy. But let's not talk about that right now. We're still talking about the grinding, all right? So Digivolution Fuel List, grind. You have to grind out the plugins, right? Okay. All right, that seems simple enough. Then you have to go to the specific event that you want, if it's available, and you have to grind out the fragments, right? Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, I'll do that grind, whatever, right? Then, not only that, but let's say you want to awaken a Digimon, all right? Let's say you wanted to awaken a Digimon. Well, in order to awaken a Mega, what you have to do is, let me go ahead and show you guys one of my Megas right now. My Rosemon. Here you go. So in order to awaken a Mega, what you have to do is you have to get maximum friendship on that Mega, right? So you have to grind up the friendship on that Mega. Then you have to take another Mega and feed it into the Mega that you want to awaken. So for example, let's say I want to awaken this Rosemon. Well, I have to take another Mega Digimon and feed it into my Rosemon. So that means I have to work up yet another Mega, right? And then that creates an egg, and you'll see like a +1, +2, +3, +4 beside that egg, right? Well, if you're awakening for the first time, you'll see a +1, right? And so then you let's say, okay, you awaken your first Digimon, all right? It's +1. You have to hatch it out of the egg. Okay, then guess what? You have to do all of that all over again. Not only that, but this time it takes more fragments to get them into Mega, or even to Digivolve them. It takes more fragments and more elemental plugins. And it does that every single time you awaken until you get to +4. +4 being the highest. So you have to literally find megas that you want to throw away, and you have to work them up to Mega, and then you just throw them away, and you keep doing that until you get to +4. And then let's talk about luck as well, because luck is also a factor in this game. Grinding up luck is also a pain, because yeah, you can do the link summons and stuff, but you have to literally grind up those link summons to at least like champion, and then you feed them all into the same type of Digimon, and then guess what? You have a chance, okay, a chance to boost luck. So there's a chance where you can do all of that grinding for nothing, and your luck doesn't go up, or your luck goes up by like 1 or 2 maybe. Something like that, right? And maximum luck, I think it's like 50 or something. I don't know. I know it's a double-digit number. So good luck with that as well. So you have to not only grind up the plugins for the Digimon, but you have to also grind up the data fragments. The way that you have to grind is either you have to get a certain amount of points on like a leaderboard or whatever, and they'll give you a present every time you hit a milestone or something, or you have to get data bytes and exchange those data bytes, and then the exchange rate gets higher after you max out one of the exchange rates. And it's just like, really okay. Okay, all right, fine, whatever, man, whatever, dude. So that's problem number 1. Problem number 2, which also factors into this, is that it feels like this game is really pay to win heavy. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the Lord Nightmon event. So Lord Nightmon has a banner, a chip banner, right? And this chip banner will allow you to get more points in the event. So okay, cool. All right, so 100 Digistones. All right, I can do a summon and probably get a C chip as the guaranteed chip. Cool, right? 1.5 boost. Like that's not even enough of a boost, to be completely honest. And if you're going in co-op, most people in co-op want you to have at least a B chip or an A chip. And if you don't have either of those, then the room will be disbanded immediately. And the thing is that these chip banners are always a thing when it comes to these events. Well, with the exception of the Advent Beginnings quest or whatever. I think there was no chip banner for that, but for like the Lord Nightmon event, the Imperial Digimon event, the Gallantmon Crimson mode, we have these chip banners, and it's literally 100 Digistones each. And the thing is that while yeah, you can save all the Digistones that you get from the in-game events and stuff, they also have banners like this Mega Festival banner, where they kind of urge you to want to summon on this banner, especially like now, because Magnamon is actually worthwhile when it comes to this event, because I think you get more points or something if you use Magnamon as well. So there's that. So they really want you to summon. They really want you to summon on these chip banners. They really do. And the thing is that like Digistones are kind of hard to come by once you exhausted all of your resources, and so you have to sink money into the game. But let's also talk about when starting the game, when the game first launched. They had the mega voucher, where they had super good megas behind a paywall of $17. And I was going to get that. I was actually going to get that mega voucher so I could have at least a decent start with the game. But unfortunately, it was only like a 3-day thing, or like 72-hour thing from when you started the game. So I'm just like, I don't even know why they did that. Like, why couldn't they just keep the mega voucher thing up until I bought my mega voucher and then let it go away? Like, I don't understand, because I really wanted Old Force Vidramon, I really wanted Jessmon, I wanted one of them two, because they are really good in this game. And I mean, Jessmon is one of my favorite Digimon because he's just really freaking cool looking, and I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the fact that it was behind a paywall. I was gonna pay and do that, but they just made it go away super fast. And I was like, why would you do that? Now I have a really rough start with the game. And not only that, a lot of people said that they even went and they bought the mega voucher, and they still aren't interested in the game, and the game is just boring to them because it's really grind heavy and everything else is just behind a paywall or whatever. And like, they want you to like sink in and buy digistones and wail on this game, you know. And I thought that no matter what you pull from a banner, you could just grind up to what you want. But then I started to realize that if you have unawakened megas, you're gonna have a really rough time in this game. And if you have awakened megas but they're not like stupid broken megas, you're gonna have like an easier time than the unawakened megas, but you'll have a harder time than the ones who have the megas from the mega voucher. And so it's just like, it's very pay to win heavy. And I mean, I won't lie, I've spent money in Dokkan, I've spent money in Smash Tap, I spent money in Smash Tap and got shafted many times. But the thing is though, is that I could still at least play the game even if I was free to play. Like honestly, on my second account, Smash Tap, because I have 2 Smash Tap accounts, on my second account I re-rolled during Smash Fest, got a really good unit to start because they give you 50 stones for a free multi. So I re-rolled until I got a really good unit, and I'm strictly free to play on that second account, and that second account is doing better than the first account, if I'm being real with you guys. Like, that second account is doing so much better, and it's free to play. And I'm just, I mean, I that's literally it. Like, if you didn't get a good roll when starting off this game, if you didn't get a good roll, if you didn't get like a +2, +3 Omegamon or something, or if you didn't get the mega voucher, you're gonna have a really tough time with the game, and the game is just gonna get boring very quickly. And I mean, for me, I've been waiting for Black War Greymon to show up so I can grind out for him, but even now I don't even think I'm gonna grind out for him because I just don't care anymore about the game. The game is just too grind heavy, and it's very much pay to win. And like, I don't have an issue with pay to win. I don't. Like I said, I've paid for stuff in Dokkan. I've paid for Dragon Stones when they're on sale. I've paid for Smash Tap Hero Souls when they were on sale. Like, I've paid for stuff. I understand, you know, if you pay for something, yeah, you should totally have a much easier time with the game, definitely. But this game here, it just feels like they have all these events that last about a week, and then, you know, the next week you have to spend another 100 stones on a chip banner if you want to grind up a Digimon like that, you know. So maybe they just do this so people will only sink stones into events that they actually want to do, but it's just really hard to get stones and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not with this. I'm not with this anymore. You know, the Coliseum took so long to open, and let's just talk about the Coliseum. The Coliseum schedule, like, what is this? I can't even like do a verse battle. You know, I can't even do a verse battle because the Coliseum isn't even open right now. You know, like I don't, or I mean, you could do a mock battle, but like I don't even know what, like I don't want to do a mock battle. You know, I would like to do like a versus battle, but you know, I can't because it's just not open. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know. So this game, it was fun while it lasted, but it got boring. You know, the gameplay is pretty interesting, but it just got boring. It started to get a little bit more difficult, even with my 2 or 3 awakened megas. You know, it still just got really boring, really grindy, and it's just more grindy than games like Dokkan, Smash Tap, and stuff. And it just feels like even if I grind, I get virtually nowhere. And I struggle to find a co-op room because people really want B chips and A chips and stuff because they want the most amount of points they can get, which is totally understandable. It just sucks when it comes to free-to-play players because, like, the only way you're going to be getting Dragon Stones, well, the only way you're going to be getting Digistones is through login bonuses, which, like, right now, you can get some Digistones through the login bonus for the Coliseum, but it's just, not worth it anymore. It's just not worth it. You know, the grind to digivolve something all the way to +4, all the way to +4, requires you to ditch like 4 megas that you don't want, you know. And then let's just talk about the advent quest too. The advent quests are terrible. We've had Platinum Numemon, we've had Prince Mamamon, we've had Metal Edamon. Nobody wants them. Nobody wants them, okay? And then not only that, but the fragment drops. The fragment drops are so rare. I want you to know I have yet to get a fragment drop from one of these advent quests. I have yet to get, like listen to me. I have yet to get a fragment drop from these advent quests. And then not only that, but if you you have 3 left, you can only clear this 3 times, and then then you have to wait for it to reset the next day. That's stupid. That is so stupid. So no, like I'm done. I'm just tired. I'm tired of the game. I'm tired. It's just so grind heavy. And it might sound like I'm complaining. I probably am, but like I said, you know, I play other games where yes, I've sunk money into them, but at the same time though, it feels like at least I can play those games. Like I mean like, yeah, okay, I sunk money into Smash Tap, but even then I don't have to sink money into Smash Tap. The only reason why I do is because there are units that I desperately want, and then I get shafted each time, and I get literally nothing good, but I'm still able to play the game because they give you, like, they have these EX missions or EX events in Smash Tap where you can get a 5-star and awaken in the 6-star and then grind them up to 99 luck, and the unit itself is relatively decent, you know, and it can get you through the game, it can get you through events and stuff. But games like this, like, no. Just no, just no, just no, man, just no, man, just no. I don't know, man, I don't know. Like I said, this is a concern I have. This is a concern a lot of people have with the game as well. It's just too grindy, way too grindy, way too pay to win. And you know, if you're trying to do some of these advent quests, the drop rate is garbage. But let me know in the comment section below if you guys agree or disagree with me. I don't know if I'm gonna be uploading any more Digimon Links content, to be completely honest with you guys, because like I said, the game itself, it's just, to me, it's just gotten stale. Like, I don't really care about it. It's just gotten stale. You know, I'd rather play Dokkan. I'd rather play Smash Tap. You know, games that have stuff going on. You know, that's just how I'm feeling right now, you guys. And if you really enjoyed the Digimon Links content, I'm very sorry, but I don't want to upload a game that I don't want to play. You know, like, I tried it. It was fun in the beginning. And then it got to a point where the events themselves just made the game just not fun for me. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe they'll bounce back. I understand the game is still relatively new to global, so maybe they'll fix stuff up. Who knows? But I don't know. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. If you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy what you see, consider hitting the subscribe button. I don't know, or if you subscribe for Digimon Links, and you know I'm not uploading. I don't know if I'm gonna upload any more Digimon Links. We'll see what happens. You know, I don't know. We'll just see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.